I want you to imagine this: a school in chaos, teachers overwhelmed, students disconnected, tension so thick you can feel it. And then one decision, one leader changes everything. Good day, viewers, and welcome to Transformative Leadership Experience. Today, we're not just talking about leadership, we are stepping into it. Because in a world where education is changing by the minute, schools don't just need managers, they need visionaries, innovators, and heart leaders. Because the truth is, leadership in education is no longer optional, it's a lifeline. Every choice a school leader makes can uplift someone or shut someone down. It can spark creativity or silence it. It can build a culture or break it. So today, I'm inviting you to a conversation that has the power to shape the classroom, but also the future. We're going to uncover 8 leadership styles that are rewriting the way schools operate today. The ones that inspires innovation, strengthen relationships, and push teaching and learning to a new heights. If you are a teacher preparing for leadership, an aspiring administrator, or simply someone who believes that education should means more, then this moment right here is for you. Take a breath, lean in, because what you're about to hear can redefine the way you see leadership forever. Welcome to Transformational Journey into Educational Leadership. Before we dive into the heart of this presentation, I want to ask you something. Not just as a future educators or administrators, but as humans who care about people. What kind of leader does education need right now? A leader who listens not just to respond but to understand. A leader who includes every voice, even the quiet ones. A leader who dares to innovate when all systems are failing. A leader who is brave enough to stand up for what is right, even when it's not easy. Or maybe education needs a leader who can be all of these at once. Now that your mind is open and your heart is engaged, let's get into a framework that guides powerful modern school leadership. These aren't theories, they are blueprints. They are strategies that turn good schools into great schools. Today, I'll be breaking down 8 essential leadership styles that every effective school administrator must understand. Let's look firstly at generative leadership. Second, inclusive leadership. Third, transformational leadership. Servant leadership, instructional leadership, distributed leadership, ethical leadership, and finally, technological leadership. Let's start with the one that fuels creativity and innovation at its core. Let's look firstly at generative leadership. Now, with the generative leadership is where creativity lives. It's a style that encourages teachers to experiment, reflect, collaborate, and make bold steps forward. Generative leadership doesn't just approve ideas, they spark them. Ah! They build an environment where innovation isn't a surprise, it's a habit. Now, this kind of leadership transforms a school from predictable to powerful. Let's now look at the inclusive leadership. Inclusive leadership is the heartbeat of a healthy school culture. It's a leader who says everyone has a voice and every voice matters. Now, this style ensures representation, equity, and belonging in every decision. Because when people feel valid, they don't just follow, they commit. Let's look at transformational leadership. With transformational leadership, we can look to find motivation, inspiration, and elevation. Transformational leadership brings vision, passion, and purpose. They don't just motivate, they ignite. Yes. They shift mindsets, raise expectation, and push everyone forward towards excellence. The transformational leadership doesn't wait for change. They are the change. Servant leadership. With the servant leadership is all about the heart. This leadership puts people first, their well being, their growth, their struggle, and their success. And here's the truth: when teachers feel supported, they teach with fire. When students feel cared for, they learn with joy. Servant leadership is powerful because it's personal. Let's look at instructional leadership. Now, with the instructional leadership, this is the academic engine of the school. Instructional leadership ensure that teaching is effective, assessment are meaningful, and students are actual learning, not just competing tasks. They keep the focus where it belongs, on growth and mastery and on outcomes. Let's look at distribute leadership. Now, with distributed leadership is believe in one simple truth. A school is too big for one leader to carry alone. Shared responsibility breeds confidence, collaboration, and ownership. When everyone leads, the school becomes unstoppable. Ethical leadership. This style is about doing what is right, especially when it's hard. Ethical leaders choose fairness over favoritism, transparency over secrecy, and integrity over convenience. Trust isn't requested, it's earned, one decision at a time. Let's look at technological leadership. In today's world, technology isn't an accessory, it's a necessity. Technological leaders guide digital integration, model digital literacy, and ensure technology supports, not complicates, teaching and learning. Now, this style prepares students for a future that's already here. As we close this journey, one truth becomes undeniable. Leadership is not a title you wear, it's an impact you make. Exploring these 8 leadership styles has reshaped the way I understand what it means to lead in education. Generative leadership sparks ideas. Inclusive leadership amplifies voice. Transformational leadership ignites passion. Servant leadership heals and uplifts. Instructional leaders safeguard learning. Distributed leaders build unity, while ethical leaders anchor trust. And finally, technological leaders prepare us for the future. But the most powerful leader, they know when to rise, when to listen, when to serve, when to innovate, and when to simply be human. This experience has shown me that great administrators do not shine because of authority. They shine because of purpose. They create spaces where teachers thrive, where students feel seen, and where learning becomes limitless. So, as we step forward, I carry this with me. Leadership begins with vision, but it lives through action, compassion, and courage. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of a future where leadership is not practice, it is felt.